The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
My Rabbi told me today this Maisa. He says that there was a younger man. There was a man in Kolel who was from Kiryat Gat. He traveled to Yerushalayim to be Menachem Avelim on a family that he knew that Lo Aleinu Lo Alechem had a loss. So he travels all the way from Kiryat Gat, all the way, early in the morning, like right after davening, he runs out of shul, jumps on the bus, comes all the way to Jerusalem, which is a good, whatever it was, hour and a half, whatever it is from Kiryat Gat to Yerushalayim. He comes to Yerushalayim. He's about to walk into the house of Nichum Avelim, and his phone rings. He picks up the phone, and it's his father. His father is calling him from Ramat Gan, on the outside of Tel Aviv. And his dad says to him, Shlomi, where are you? He says, Tata, I'm on my way to Nichum Avelim. And he thought that his son was in the area of Kiryat Gat, where he lives. He didn't tell him he was in Jerusalem, hours away. So he says, Shlomo, listen to me. You got to get here now. Jump on a bus and get to Ramat Gan now. He says, why, Tata, is everything okay? He says, I'm on my way to the Kupat Cholim. There's a big meeting there. They have a few big people there. They're going to decide whether they're going to give me coverage, whether they're going to allow me to do the operation, whether they're going to allow me to get the medical coverage that I need for my health. I need you there with me. It's hard for me to travel. It's hard for me to talk. I need you to be there with me. He says, okay, Tata, no problem. I'm coming. He hangs up. He walks into the house. He says, T'nachamu min hashamayim, right? The Ashkenazim, the word hamakom yinachem echem, right? They say it. He turns around and says, I'm sorry, I just got an emergency call my father, I got to leave. He turns around and he leaves. He jumps back on a bus, this time to Ramat Gan. He's traveling out to Ramat Gan. It's another hour and whatever it was. He gets to Ramat Gan. He's about to jump into a taxi to go to his father. His phone rings. His father calls, Shlomo! Baruch Hashem, I ended up going over there. I couldn't wait too much longer, but the meeting went really well. So I'm out, I'm calm now, I'm better, I'm going home, I don't really need you now. He said, okay, Tata, I was coming, but if you don't need me, you don't need me. So what does he do? He goes now to get a bus to go back to Kiryat Gat, home, back to the town he started his travels. He's going around in circles. He's on his way back to Kiryat Gat. He sees that the bus to Kiryat Gat is not coming for at least another half hour, 45 minutes. So he says to himself, I didn't eat all day. I eat. So he's looking for a chanut, something just to get something kasher with a good hechsher. He's going from one store to another store, trying to find a good hechsher. And he sees one store, the Balabayit doesn't look so shomer Torah mitzvot, but at least, he had a teudah that looked like it was a good hechsher. So he comes into the store and he says to the guy, Slicha, before I order up anything, can I use your bathroom? And the Balachanut says, yeah, no problem. I have a bathroom over here. Go ahead, use it. He says, can I ask you a favor? I'm holding a bag and I'm not comfortable bringing it into the bathroom. Could I give it to you to watch for me? I'll go into the bathroom. And then when I come out, you'll give it to me. You just keep an eye on my stuff until I come out. Says the Balachanut, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to enter that type of an achrayut. I don't know what you have in the bag. I don't watch people's stuff. Listen, I'm letting you use my bathroom. Go use the bathroom. But I'm not taking your stuff. I'm not watching your stuff. I don't want to take achrayut. He says, okay, listen. I'll tell you what's inside my bag. I have my talet, my tefillin, my koracha. I have my talet, my tefillin inside the bag. I can't bring it into the bathroom. He says, oh, you have talet and tefillin inside the bag? That's why you can't? That I'll take. That I'll watch for you. So he hands him the talet tefillin. The Balabayit watches it. He goes to the bathroom. He comes out. When he's done, he walks up to the Balabayit. And the Balabayit says, hey, let me ask you a favor. Do you mind that once I was already watching you, the talet tefillin, I did you the favor. Could you do me a favor? Could you let me put on the talet and tefillin? Maybe I can do the mitzvah of putting it on. The Avrech says, yeah, sure. He says, no, you don't understand. Let me explain to you something. A few months ago, I had an emergency in my life, and it looked very bad. And I told Borei Olam, says the Baal HaChanut, that if he saves me, I will start new. I'll take upon myself the first step to put on talet and tefillin every single day. If he starts new with me, I'll start new with him. I know that I wasn't religious. I know that I wasn't a good boy till now. But let's start new. Let's vayered ma'asot hatat. Let's let it go. I'm ready to start with you, Borei Olam. No, here's my first step. I'm putting on talet tefillin every single day. He turns to the Avrech and says, I want you to know that for the last few months, I did not miss one day of talet and tefillin until today. He says, today I woke up in the morning and there was an emergency. I had to run out and take care of it. I've been running all day ever since, and I was trying to figure out, when am I going to get a quick free moment to somehow or other break away from the craziness that was going on today to keep my word with God. Because we're on a new track. And I told him I'm not going to miss a day. And he says, look what Abba did for me. Instead of me going out to chase a pair of talet tefillin, he brings you into my store and you literally hand it to me. And you ask me, can you please watch me this talet and tefillin? He says, that was the wink from Shammai that Abba said, I'm with you. Let's start new. Let's start together. The best way to sur meirah is aseh tov. Let it go. Start good. Start digging a new path. Pave a new road. Pick up from there. Because if you're not vayered ma'asot hatat, if you don't come down from the sins, if you don't let them go, if you're still focused on that, you'll never get to vayivarchem. He turns to the Avrech and he says, look what Hashem did. He was mazmin me, somebody, a malach, he told him, you're a malach, to come, walk in my store, out of nowhere, in a neighborhood that maybe not so religious, to ask me to watch your talet and tefillin. I mean, come on. And he turns to me and he says, if you would only know, I was in Yerushalayim, from Kiryat Gat, thinking I was going to Nichum Avelim, for my father to call me to come to Ramat Gan. And once I get to Ramat Gan, I find out that he didn't need me anymore, and I'm going back now to Kiryat Gat, stuck here for 45 minutes. Borei Olam planted me right here in this store to bring you this talet and tefillin, because the minute you say, Abba, I'm ready.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org